Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Mama Fox Studios. This is Missy and we are continuing to build our Oriental Charm. So if you followed along, we've got our kitchen cabinets, we've got our plates, rolls, flowers. Last time we did 3 cups, which is strange. There's only 3 cups, but I think they turned out pretty cute. And then a couple of knives. Here is our tablecloth. I'm not sure that I like it, but we're obviously missing the tassels, the little pom-poms there because I didn't round it. I'm just going to stick that in the back and call it good because this was a pain. I did pick it up before I started the video and it was stuck to the mat. So I am glad that they wanted me to put this on the inside. And I'm actually quite glad I didn't. Although it was thick enough, you didn't really see the glue. I thought you'd see the glue. I guess that's shearer? Is that a word? Shearer satin? Thinner satin. But anyways, so there is our tablecloth. And now here comes our problem, children. Are you ready? The forks stayed together. But I swear they don't look like forks. They look like tridents or pitchforks maybe, but like not table forks. That one's all crooked, but I don't want to mess with it because it's stuck. So I think I'm stuck with them, you guys. I don't know. And honestly, these look like the picture. They really do. Honestly, look at that picture right there. They are ridiculous. So I don't know what else to do. I guess we'll put them on the table and see if they're a complete eyesore. Maybe we just don't have forks. I don't know. We'll see when the time comes. Okay. But I do like the knives. Set the forks and the knives up here. Move the glasses up a bit. So next we need to do this little peach here. This is going to go on top of this, but we need I-26 paper template. I remember it was an I, not a 1. Right there. We're almost through. 1, 2, 5 more. All right, where did I put my scissors? Of course, I put them away, right? Just like all the other templates, trim it down really quickly. And they just have us glue it on the 4 edges, or the 4 corners. So now this is a very muted color and it's the same on both sides. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, that must be the back side. But no, it's the same color on both sides. It's very, very muted. Put it on the back of the template on the 4 corners. I'm also going to put it in there because I'm going to cut those and then it's not on. Well, it probably made no sense. Probably didn't matter. Would have had to put it in more than 2 spots. Okay, anyways. I'm not using my little roller because I learned last time. I'm okay on making straight lines myself with it, but I'm not so good at following straight lines. I know that makes no sense, but that's just how it is. So I'm getting better with the scissors. And then corners of this one. Okay. And we don't need the paper for this one. But where are we using that square yet? Put it upright. There is no upright. They are the same exact thing on both sides. No, we're not using this yet, so I'm going to save the paper because it has the sizing on it. Boy, this little stack just keeps getting bigger and bigger. When are we going to start pulling them out of here instead of adding to it? This is my we've cut it, but we're not using it yet stack, so that I don't lose the pieces. Okay, so now we're supposed to center and stick this on here. Whoop, 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 you back up. It's a little wonky right here. I can tell because of the lines in the material. There, that's better. I was very narrow down here, almost a full line up there. All right, so glue on here. I was trying not to stick my fingers in it, but okay. Right down the center. Now, I did that first because we need to give that just a second, and we got to build our table. So we need C 21, 22, 22, 23, 23. It's going to be the 21, 22, 22, and maybe these ones, I'll pull them and then I'll look at the dimensions because I think those are going to be. But let me just double check. C23, C23. .2 by .3. Yes, yes. Yep, that's right. Okay. So we're going to put these, I'm going to go as far in until the edges of here. Hold on, get the glue off the tip of my finger. So the edges of here meet up along the edges of the table. That's how far in we'll go. On each side there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Stand up. I just want to make sure. Please stand up. You were standing up just a second ago. Oh no, they need us to come in a bit more if we're going to match up. Okay, so I guess what I'm going to do is match these to the corners, and then we'll center it on there. Okay, 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 okay. Yes. Yes, watch, you'll go on and charge it in a little bit. I forgot to put it on the charger before I started, so that's fine. Just trying to get these lined up as even as possible. Did a pretty good job. Whoop. Okay, so now I should have left more space for some super glue on the corners. And then get off my fingers. I think that looks good. A little bit of pressure. Please stand even. Ta-da! We stand even. Awesome, awesome. Now, we're supposed to drape this over it and down the sides. I think we'll do the top first. Nope. Okay. Now let's stick some on the sides here so they hold down. Now we're not going around the corners. We're just going to do the 4 sides as if they were flat. Excuse me. Ooh. I hope I'm not getting what my mama's got. She woke up this morning all congested and sinus headache. Ugh. I hate sinuses. I turn into a baby when my sinuses have pressure in them. I hate it. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. And the same on the edge sides, short sides. They're all edge sides. It doesn't need to be like perfect, perfect. I just like it to stay a bit. It's staying where the super glue went, obviously. Just not where Aileen's went. I don't know why. So just put a dash super glue on the corners just to hold it down. just like before, leaving a space just right in the center just for a dotted super glue there. And I'm dotting right beside it. And of course, what are we doing, folks? We are waiting for glue to dry. Aren't we always? But next, we're going to cut, looks like some placemats. I think that is what that is. And we're going to load up this table. So we will have something accomplished. I mean, we have accomplished a lot. We've got a lot of these little pieces built. But to see it all come together is really nice. We have a pretty flat tabletop, yep. And they have these sides kind of like that pointed. That's how they are in the picture. That's going to be our back side. All right, so let's see, what is E8-40? Oh, right here on top. Whoops, oops, 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 oops. All right, these are going to be our little placemats, green and gold, or green and red. Kind of Christmassy. This is not a Christmassy house, but I am doing this on December 23rd. So tomorrow is Christmas Eve for me. All right, finish cutting these out here. And the green ones. Da, da, da. You know, they did have rounded edges, so I got a little white bit. Just going to take those corners off. Cleaned up a little bit there. And our last one. Okay, so this is our back. So we're going to be plating from my side back. Now you can, artistic license if you want to change up the way the table looks, go ahead. I am going to go ahead and place them how they have placed them, unless I hit a problem. If we hit a snag, we'll go from there. So they do red and then green. And then green and then red. Okay, so we've got our 4 little placemats down. And then we're going to put so I'm gonna just hold on, let me see something. Yeah, they're flat. So I'm gonna just put some glue in the center of all these as we're gonna put a plate on all the placemats. The egg on the front left, double lemons on the front right, single lemon. Now the lemons are facing us in both plates, I'm assuming so we can see it, on the back right, and then the cut up one on the back left. Okay, and then our little bowl of, oh, okay, doesn't like the tweezers, gotcha. What I have set our bowl of rolls, gonna go in the center. And then our flowers are going to go on the left side. Just at the end of the table here. And then our little jug of whatever this is going to go next to it, kind of behind it, but I think I want to put it in front of it. So they had it sitting back here, which is behind the flowers. I'm gonna lose it, so I'm gonna put it in front of the flowers. Same spot on the table, just other side. Okay, now our glasses. I have one up here. Stay, dang it. and then one out here. And now our third one, they have it back here, but I think I'm also going to put it over to the side here. Now our knives. So they have one here on the top, or on the front. So they have them on the red placemat. So they have one on the front right and one on the back right. Can I place one in the rolls? Whoops, I dropped it. Yeah, I like that. And this is where you can get creative. You can get artistic. You can put these things, you know, wherever you want to put them. I think if I put it back there, it's just going to get lost. No one's going to see it. I mean, I had to hunt for it, and I'm looking at the book, you know. So it looks like a little butter knife. And I'll put one. Let's see. Yeah, maybe I'll put it there. Now they had it straight up and down on the red mat, which you didn't really see. So I'm going to kind of put it popping out a little bit. There we go. Now let's test these forks before we decide to glue anything down. They're supposed to go, look how big those forks are. They're not even as big as the knives. They have them on the left side of each plate. And I will admit, I don't like them. I don't like them. So we're gonna say like this table was set before we got all the silverware on it. Because guess what, folks? We're not putting those damn tridents on here. Just not doing it. Like even on the plate, they look ridiculous. Yeah, no. Nope, I'm not doing it. So that's fine. We've got our knives, we've got our glasses, our plates. I like it like that. That's cute. All right, what next? What next? Oh, chairs. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So I'm just gonna. Oh, and I broke them as soon as they came off of the. Put any pressure on them. Look, they all broke. So these are trash. I'm not even saving those. Those are just done, done, done. What a disaster those were. That was a bad design way. All right. So let's make 4 chairs. So we need, oh, I-16, I-22. Don't I have, that's the white leather, right? No, maybe not. Did I already do this? This is the batting, so we need some of these at least. Okay, I'm gonna take the bigger clip that was on our not transcribes, these things, whatever, and I'm going to use it for our not used yet pile because it's getting big. And then I'll use the little one for these. Okay, I-22, I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it's the white leather. They're just sizes. Let me double check. I-22. Beige leather, but we don't have, yeah, that's white. Anyways, okay, so yeah, so we'll measure out those. And then these are, which ones are they? 1.9 by 1.6. These four down here. Okay. Stay. And our last one here. Let's put this back on here. Just reclipping it to my section of not used yet. We do not need the papers. Okay, and on our beige white leather, they're going to be 3 by 2.5. So that is 3. We're going to go even see that? That just gives me the 3 centimeters deep here. Yeah, so now we need, is 2.5 is here. Three and 4. Okay. Now we just cut them out. Goes back in the bag. That's trash. All right, so we're going to, on the back side of the leather, so leather up's here, back side, we're going to place one of these in them. No board or nothing. Okay, okay. It's just a cushion because the chair will have a seat. Sorry if you heard all that. Dad gets home, he does not know how to shut a door. Slowly or lightly or quietly. One. Just center them the best I can. 2. I don't know if my phone will pick up my dad, but he's in a good mood, I guess. Three. And last one here. And 4. Whoop, dip, dip. Okay, now it just wants us to fold them in and glue them. Wow. I'm gonna cut corners out, right? Do I cut all 4 or just? Yep, I am going to cut the corners out 90-degree from the corner of the batting. Whoop, that one flicked right off my desk. Two of them are cut out. Now, they don't tell you to do this. I've just learned from doing this, just from, you know, making chairs and cushions and stuff, that these corners are a pain, and they don't look good when you just try to shove them all together. I have upholstered just once in real life. I did 6 chairs and learned that, yeah, you cannot shove all that material on top of each other and have it come out not looking bumpy and lumpy and a little crazy. So I've learned to just take it out. All right. Now I'm just going to put aliens on the outside part of the leather. Went and did them on all 4. That way I can like fold and hold. Usually they have you keep the paper on here, because this doesn't really like to stick to that batting, and it would stick to the paper. I don't know if that's going to hold. Come on, fold over. Thinking maybe the corners where they overlap each other, maybe they'll hold there. And they don't give you very much to lap over. Like, seriously? No, it's not. It's not holding at all. Okay. Now, the reason this is holding onto here is because there's no pressure on it to move it. Like when you're bending, it wants to pull back, so it's got pressure on it. This is just not strong enough. So let me think. I'm going to try one side on with the super glue. I don't know if it will work or not. I'll try one side before I try it on all of them. And I'll be patient. I'll take a drink, hydrate. That way I'm patient while it dries. Okay, that seems to hold it down. And it doesn't have to be like super tight because honestly these are going to sit and get glued to a chair board. So I just need them to hold it kind of sort of, you know what I mean? Like just hold it in place. You don't have to like hold it forever because eventually it will get. Okay, I gotta tell you, we make 4 chairs, 4 cushions, 4 chairs. That's good. Then they have us take that brown and white checkered material and put it down and over the center of the chair. That ain't happening. I tell you right now, that ain't happening. That is ugly as sin. I like the chairs. I don't like that brown cloth going. It's ridiculous. So, I mean, there's not a lot of material to get turned over on this side. I just need it to stay underneath. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. I watched a video last night on YouTube. It was to a Scottish couple. Now I've watched Brits react to America stuff, but I've watched a Scottish couple react to America stuff. I've never seen that before. They were a very cute little couple. Ricky and Carol, I believe, is the name of their names and the name of their channel. It's RECKY, I think. And Carol React or something similar to that. Okay, there we go. So it's gonna hold for now. That's what we got to do. Very nice couple. And I watched them at first do some funny stuff, like they reacted to 2 Brits going to a very large supermarket, things like that. But then they got more serious. Oof, oof, it had me in tears. And they taught me something. So they did a reaction video to the Tomb of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Now in school we're taught about that, right? The unknown soldier from World War I, very large above ground marker and everything, and they patrol it 24/7 regardless of weather. They will stand guard in hurricanes or whatever is necessary. They stand 24/7. They guard it, and in the summer times, because it gets so hot, this is in Arlington, Virginia, so it gets very hot and humid, they change the guard every half hour. And in the wintertime, they change the guard every hour. And these guys have to like go through special training. Oh, by the way, this is not the part where I cried, but this is the part I learned something. They have to go through special training, and everything is so critical and so exact. Like there's a black mat around the area, and they march 21 steps to the corner. They hold for 21 seconds, turn and march 21 steps. They do it all the way around. It's amazing. And then they change the guards, and they do this whole thing with their rifle where they basically, now I've not held, I mean I have held a rifle, not one of the military rifles, but in color guard I spun rifles. Now of course nothing, I'm not trying to compare, I'm just saying I learned some of their moves. Okay. And one of the hardest moves is to hold the butt of the gun in just one hand and have it go straight up in the air. And they do that when they're changing guard. Oh, I was like, oh, or when they're changing their rifle to another shoulder. It's impressive, you guys. Impressive. Also, I learned, so I knew from school that there is the unknown soldier from World War I entombed in the large, it's not a sarcophagus, what am I trying to say? The large tombstone, right? What I didn't know is there's 3 graves behind it, like flat on the ground. So the large one stands up, and then there's 3 graves behind it, flat on the ground, white marble, and it is an unknown soldier from World War II, the Korean War, and Vietnam. I did not know that. So I found that very interesting. This one is not sticking as well, but it is underneath, and that's all I need to get it onto my chair. So, except right there, it came completely undone. The part that had me crying was they also do reaction videos to like extreme weathers, and they did the 2013 Moore, Oklahoma, Moore, Oklahoma EF5 category tornado or hurricane. No, tornado. Yeah, hurricanes over water, tornadoes over land. And the devastation. And that poor lady in the video, the Swedish lady, she was just bawling. She had to take a break. I don't blame her. I appreciated the break. I needed it too. But, it was a Weather Channel special thing. And they followed. That hurricane was only on the ground for 39 minutes. And it took out a quarter of their town. And the thing was, it hit 2 elementary school. Now here's my bitch. Here's my gripe. They live in Tornado Alley. They know eventually they're going to get hit by a tornado. Now I understand when she asked this question, her, I'm assuming husband said, oh, it's probably very rare. I don't care. It's children. They had no storm cellars, no bunkers in those elementary school. Why? 7 children died in that tornado. I mean, oh my gosh. What? 24 people total. 7 of them were children from that one of the elementary schools. The other elementary school, one of the dads got there and he had been recording. So part of the show was his phone footage. He had raced in front of the tornado to his son's school, had got to the school, found 4 of the boys, one including his son, in a boys' bathroom by themselves, stood over the toilet while all 4 boys hunkered down around the edge of the toilet and held onto it. And the walls and part of the ceiling collapsed onto his back. Now those boys, they were like 3rd graders, I think. So like 8, maybe 8 years old. They had even said afterwards when they went back the next day and looked at it, and then they interviewed them, they said they wouldn't have been able to. The brick fell on him, and the roof fell on his back, and they said they would have been crushed. Those little boys, they couldn't have withstand. They didn't have the strength that he did. You know, he was a grown man. They didn't have the strength that he did to hold all that weight on his back. They would have literally just been crushed. They call him a hero, which he is. You know, it's just, oh, I was bawling, you guys. I was bawling. Ugh. But why did they not have, it just blows my mind. Especially in schools. That should be mandatory in Tornado Alley. It should be mandatory. That all schools, daycares, preschools, churches, anything that has, you know, especially children, but large amounts of people should have to have a storm bunker place. Oh, it was just, oh. And my other thing is a guy, he was driving, so they showed different people's videos, right? And then they interviewed them obviously after the fact, when they were putting the show together, the Weather Channel. So this guy was racing to his, now his daughter was like late teens, but she was at home. So she went into their like neighborhood cellar or whatever. And so he was racing to get to her. But after the tornado, and honestly, he kept cell service the whole time. He said there was a tornado, an EF5 tornado in between me and my daughter, and I kept cell service the whole time. Those are some good towers. um, but he was able to tell her, like, okay, here it comes. And she was able to tell all the people that she didn't know everybody very good. They were like neighborhood people. She was able to tell everybody, here it comes. And then when it was over, you know, so they could, when they were where they were safe, but they at least knew, you know. Anyways, the thing that also got me was he kept getting stopped because of the electrical lines down. Like he would get stuck on a road that he couldn't pass. So he'd have to double back, and he was taking all the back roads. So he'd have to, you know, double back where he just came from and go around to other roads. Why do these places that live in Tornado Alley, and they know every spring this is going to happen, why do they not make it a priority to have underground electricity? Because now the people that did not lose their houses, now they're out of electricity, right? I mean, and sometimes for weeks or months. But if they had underground electricity cables, that wouldn't happen. I just don't understand why that's not like a thing. Like, why is that not done? I don't know. I was crying, but I was mad because some of that could have been prevented. Like, I was mad. So, yeah, anyways, I don't know. We're at our hour. I'm just going to finish up this last cushion here. I think we'll end it there. When we come back, we will go ahead and make it. Whoop. I'm about due for a new glue, new super glue, new bottle. Getting stringy. That means I know I'm down to the bottom. We'll put our chairs together. There's 3 pieces: the full back, the front legs, and then the seat. So snap those together, and then we'll put these on. But yeah, I am not putting. Oh, see that string? Ugh. As soon as I get this one sealed down, I'll show you guys a picture of that brown material. I don't understand. Because the chairs are decorative. Why would you cover that up? Yeah, so next time we'll do the chairs. Oh, we're going to do a piano and a stool. Oh, and then we get to do flowers and leaves. Not my favorite. But we shall see. Okay, so we've got those 4. Now let me show you real quick what I mean. So that's the chair. And then they want you to put this brown. Oof. What? No, I'm not doing that. Anyways. All right. Thank you so much for being with me on this build. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you come back next time. Let's get these chairs made. And this piano. We'll definitely get the chairs and the piano and probably the stool made. We'll see if we get the plants or not. There's three of them. And then we put this all in our house. So we're getting close to loading it in, guys. We're getting close. All right, come visit me on the next build, and I'll see you then. Bye.